So, you're thinking about getting your North Carolina real estate license, huh? Well, you've come to the right place. Hey there, my name is Julie Campbell, and I'm an instructor here with Carolina School of Real Estate. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and learn about the process of getting your real estate license. Getting your license is in fact a process. So it's very important that you understand what you are getting into before you begin. While the world of real estate is wonderful, many will tell you it can also be quite challenging. And most of us will tell you that getting your license is the first challenge. You need to be committed to getting your real estate license. The first step in getting your license is to enroll for a 75-hour pre-licensing course as mandated by the North Carolina Real Estate Commission. There are education providers all over the state that offer this course, one of them being Carolina School of Real Estate. We offer weekday courses, weeknight courses, and weekend courses. Visit our website at carolinaschoolre.com to see what class works best with your schedule. Make sure you have your calendar handy while looking at the schedules. We encourage you not to miss any time, as missing time is missing important information. Additionally, the North Carolina Real Estate Commission says you cannot miss more than 15 hours and still be eligible for the end of class exam. Wait a minute, did I just say exam? Yeah, I did. Actually, there are two exams that stand between you and your real estate license. So let's break this down one step at a time. As mentioned, step one is to enroll for a 75-hour pre-licensing course. Visit Carolina School of Real Estate's website and decide what course you want to register for. You will have a choice to either pay the full amount or a deposit to reserve your seat and get your book. Details on getting your book will come in an email once you register. You will want to get your book as soon as possible. We would like you to have the first 3 units read before class. If you can do more, that's great. You trust me when I say we will cover all the material. So the sooner you can get started, the better. On the first day of class, your instructor will go over the class expectations and provide you with the instructions that you need for the course. Once you register, go ahead and put those class dates and times in your calendar. Depending on what schedule you register for, you will be going through this course in about 5 to 10 weeks. They say that for every hour you spend in class, you should be devoting 2 to 3 hours of that time outside of class studying. So if you're thinking about registering for a class that meets for 8 hours a week, that would be 16 to 24 hours outside of class that you should be studying. Want to sign up for a weekend class that meets for 14 hours in a week? That means you're spending 28 to 42 hours outside of class studying. As we said, this is a commitment. At the end of your pre-licensing course is your first exam, known as the end of class exam. You need to pass the end of class exam and satisfy any other criteria that the education provider may require you to go on to the next step. Let's stop and celebrate though. Yay, you passed the end of class exam. Now what? The next step is going to be to submit an application to the North Carolina Real Estate Commission and apply for your second exam, which is your state exam. To learn more about the application process, visit the North Carolina Real Estate Commission's website at ncrec.gov, click on licensing, and under application, you will find the application booklet, Real Estate Licensing in North Carolina. This is the booklet that answers the question, yay, I passed the pre-licensing course, now what do I do? Once you submit your application and it is approved, your application is good for 6 months. So there's no point in starting your application process now. Wait until you are well into pre-licensing to begin that process. Again, though, your instructor will provide you more information both on this booklet and the application process itself. We are often asked if there are license qualifications, and the answer is yes. In order to get your license in this state, you must be 18 years of age, a U.S. citizen, and have a Social Security number. You also need to either pass the 2 exams, the end of course exam and the state exam, or have an active license in another state. You also need to satisfy to the commission that your character is in good standing. On a side note, if you do have an active license in another state, you may be able just to take the state portion and not have to take the 75-hour pre-licensing class. Contact the North Carolina Real Estate Commission before registering for pre-licensing to make sure that you need to take that class. Part of your application process, you will be asked to order a criminal background check. Occasionally, we get questions from students about their criminal past. Understand that the North Carolina Real Estate Commission handles each applicant on a case-by-case situation. Just because you may have a blemish in your past does not mean you will be denied a license. If you are concerned about your past, there's new legislation that says an applicant may petition the commission for a predetermination. The predetermination can be done before you enroll in pre-licensing. To learn more about that process, visit the Commission's website at ncrec.gov and click on licensing. Once you complete your application, you submit it to the Real Estate Commission, they review it, and eventually approve it. When your application has been approved, you will receive notice to sit for the state exam. Again, though, your application is only good for 6 months, so please don't start this process now. Get going in pre-licensing first. I don't even discuss this process with my pre-licensing class until we're about halfway through. Now that you have approval to sit for your state exam consists of 2 parts. There's a national section and a state section. The national section tests candidates on information that is covered across all of the states. The state section covers topics that are specific to North Carolina real estate law and rule. You will learn more about what is a national topic and what is a state topic as you go through your pre-licensing course. In order to get your real estate license, you must pass both sections of the state exam. If you take your state exam and pass one section but fail another, you only have to retake the section that you failed. Remember though, your application is only good for 6 months, so you need to pass both sections within that 6-month time frame. Failure to complete both sections within that 6 months means that you need to start your application process over again, and that does mean ordering another background check. Each time you go to the testing center to take your state exam, the cost is $156, regardless if you're taking one section or both. Candidates need to consider that once they pass pre-licensing, you are not done. You must keep studying to prepare for that state exam. Developing good study habits while you're in pre-licensing will help you prepare for that state exam so you can pass on the first try. Your state exam will be in a computer in a testing center. There are testing center locations all over the state. Testing center locations are in Asheville, Charlotte, Fayetteville, Greenville, Raleigh, Wilmington, and Winston-Salem. Your state exam is timed. Before you begin, a tutorial is available of the exam and the program that you will be taking your exam on. That tutorial does not count against your time. So the recommendation is that you take the time to go through that so you can familiarize yourself with how the system works before you begin your exam. You must pass both sections. To pass the national section, you must get at least 57 questions right. To pass the state, you must get at least 29 questions correct. Once you pass both sections, big congratulations. You did it. At this point, you've passed both of your exams and you have your North Carolina real estate license. You are almost ready to begin your career as a North Carolina real estate broker. Upon issuance of your license, that license will be on inactive status and you are referred to as a provisional broker. As a provisional broker, in order to activate your license, you must affiliate with a real estate firm and have a supervising broker in charge. Once you are under the supervision of a broker in charge, now you can engage in real estate brokerage activities. In order to drop your provisional status, there are 90 additional hours of education that's required. That is called post-licensing. Post-licensing consists of 3 30-hour classes. Most education providers that offer pre-licensing also offer posts. And yes, that does include Carolina School of Real Estate. You have 18 months from the time your license is issued to complete all 90 hours. There is an exam at the end of each post-licensing course. So again, you will need to be committed. Goodness, that was a lot of information. As we said at the beginning, this is a process. Please take the time to familiarize yourself with this process by looking at the application booklet, Real Estate Licensing in North Carolina, and/or watching this video again. Once you've done that, if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to Lane Young, the director of Carolina School of Real Estate. You can reach her at lyoung@carolinaschoolre.com or give her a call at 336-391-2910. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. Good luck to you, and we look forward to seeing you in pre-licensing.